Let's see who is here. Hello, Susanna. Hi, Jessica. More people are coming in. Happy Saturday, happy April, happy spring. Hello, Naomi. Nice to see you. Hi, beautiful. So there are a few people that I know and many
Relationship
people
building, like me and
that
you
are,
have a relationship from
yeah.
the get-go because I'm really obsessed with
Jesse,
not
maybe
going,
you help me with
not the
the
type of guy that likes
sound.
going
There's
viral. I already got COVID.
Ride that jet up. That's great. I
okay.
love
Okay, so we have to actually manage the sound. Sorry. Yeah, I just turned off all the sounds. Later on, you can turn it on again. So yeah, let's wait until everyone is here. Welcome. Let's see who is here. Naomi is here. Maybe if you want, write me into the chat where you're coming from. I see there are a lot of people from actually all over the United States, maybe a few from Europe also. I think a few people I know from the West Coast. Naomi's here. Hi. Hi, greetings to Seattle and to Oregon. And Jeanette is coming in, Camilla is coming in, people from Europe. I'm in Vienna right now, that's where I live. And yeah, I'm super happy to have this call with you, to have the Soul Creation Day. This is actually the third time I'm holding Soul Creation Day. So it's always a little different because now I've been doing it every 3 months. So today, on April 5th, we are gonna invite the energy of spring. Because it's the start of spring in March and April, and we really want to use this energy for our purpose, for our manifestations, for manifesting true abundance, success, lasting success. And yeah, it's really an interactive life coaching experience. And I'm here for you. I'm going to help you. So feel free in the interactive parts to participate. You can also ask me questions. I'm gonna also make a live coaching with some of you guys if you want to. So really use the time and make the best out of it. And yeah, maybe before I start, before I tell you a little bit about myself and what you can expect today, let me know in the chats where you are coming from. I'm super. Hi, Donna. Nice to see you. Wonderful. Donna is back in Washington. Beautiful. Los Angeles. Rose is coming from Los Angeles. Eva, where do you come from? Long Island. Greetings to Long Island. I love Long Island. I've been there. That's a really beautiful place on the East Coast. Hi, Jeanette. Nice to see you. Sending my love to the West Coast. So yeah, let me know where you're coming from and how you're doing today. That's always super important. I'm working energetically with the feel of the group. So the more you are participating, the more I can tune in with your energies and my spiritual team, the masters. I'm going to tell you a lot about my team, about master energies. They're going to help us. So really drop in here with all of your being, with all of your senses, with all of your energy, with all of your heart. Hi, Camilla. Camilla is here from Vienna. And just take it all in. Hi, Camilla. Take it all in. And really, let's invite a new beginning today. I know that there is a lot happening in the US right now. I think there is some demonstrations going on right at this moment. So many people are probably gonna watch the replay later on. So also sending all my love to you that are gonna watch the replay later on. And let's invite healing also for all these collective issues that are, yeah, that are on the table and that we are facing right now. That's also one of my purposes and intentions to help as a healer in the collective field. Hi to Slovenia. Hi Eva from Vienna. Nice to see you. Yeah, BCQM in Vienna. Wonderful. In Crete. She's in Crete. And yeah, I see more people are coming in. So welcome again. And so what can you expect? I'm actually going to share a little slideshow. And as I said, it's going to be a live coaching experience. So I will lead you through some meditations. Then it's important to have some post-its handy or some papers because I will also guide you through a very simple and fast coaching technique. It's a method that I've developed in the last yeah, 15 years, actually more than 15 years now. Some of the people that actually are trained by me are here now. Susanna is here. She's probably going to tell a little bit later on about how she's working now with the method. And we're going to use the post-its for an embodiment technique, constellation work, and also for really fine-tuning our awareness and downloading the light codes from archetypes. So this is what we're gonna do. And as I said, it's an open call, so you can also ask me questions. If you have something important that's on your heart, on your mind, you can also share it here with the group. It's not necessary, but there is space also for sharing. Yeah. And we're probably gonna have 1.5 hours, maximum 2 hours. So you have a little bit of a time frame. Okay. Yeah, so let's start. I'm going to share my presentation. I hope you can see it. And one more time, welcome. Super happy you made it live. I'm happy that you were drawn to this experience. I'm happy that you're now part of my community. Welcome to all the new members of the Facebook group. And I really hope you can enjoy it today and that you get a lot of value out of this experience. This is a wonderful quote. I found it yesterday online, and I was tuning in with the Soul Creation Day for today and really the energy of spring and what spring is about. And what we're going to do today together is to dream, to formulate a clear intention and a vision, and to really tune in with our soul, with our heart. What is it exactly that we want to create and manifest in the next few months, so that we can, in the summer, start to act, to move. So summer doesn't only mean that it's the actual time of summer, it's more the energy of summer. It's also the fire, if you look at it from the elements. And then in autumn, we can receive and we can harvest what we have planted into the earth. And winter is the energy of yin, which is very much turned inward. So often in winter, we just come out of winter. It's a time of recalibration, of stillness, where we really start to listen more precisely to our soul, to our intuition. And this is also what a very important part of my work is, the connection with your essence and your intuition and your soul. So maybe this is important also in the beginning. Just be present here in the call. That's super important. And shut down all the other windows that are maybe open still. And if you want, you can also turn on your video so we can see you and you can participate actively. Yeah, that's important. So what can you expect? It's a 4-step process. First of all, we are going to create a clear vision using the energy of spring. Then in the second step, in the meditation, we will connect with source energy, with God, with the universe, and also with master energies, ascended masters, that are going to help us to amplify the intentions we have created and formulated. And then we are going to create from the field and shift our energy and our mindset from scarcity to abundance. Yeah. And the last part of today is the power of archetypes, which is super playful. And we're going to use the warrior and the queen or the king today. And those two are going to help us to really become more powerful, more clear in our intentions, and also move into action. Moving into action is super important in anything you want to manifest, because if we're not moving into action, you're not gonna succeed. Yeah. And in my experience, in my coaching, I've seen that using the archetypes can be almost like a superpower, because when you're in the embodiment, for example, of the queen, you will feel so much more powerful and sovereign than without it. Yeah. So this is going to be super powerful. So who am I? many people here are new. My name is Lisa. I live in Vienna, and maybe you have read my books, maybe you have seen a few videos of mine. So I'm an intuitive, I'm a channeler, also a business coach, holistic business coach. I'm a traveler, and I've coached over 10,000 people so far. And my values really are purpose, truth, and awakening, and also creativity. So I do work with a lot of creatives, but also people, consultants, coaches, healers all over the world right now. And what is the story of my awakening, and how did I become the detective of the subconscious? Because detective of the subconscious is my nickname. Um, so actually, my awakening started really early in my early 20s, or even before that in my childhood, because I grew up in a household with parents that were really open to meditation. They were pioneers in the field of health food. They had health food stores here in Vienna. And I remember going to a satsang when I was 4 years old. So going to meditations, being with masters, being with people that are interested in consciousness is very natural to me. And then later on in my early 20s, I had a very big spiritual awakening on a meditation retreat, Vipassana 10-day silent meditation retreat. And that really was a turning point in my life, because since that moment, I just knew that's my path. That's what I want to pursue. That's my calling. And I always knew that I'm going to help people. That was always clear. Even in my childhood, in my young adult life, I knew that my purpose in this lifetime is to help people, to help the collective human consciousness to really in its evolution. And the thing is that I really followed my calling also early on. So to tell you a long story short, what happened after around 10 years of intense practice of meditation, also in the United States, where I did study many years the Course in Miracles. Maybe you have known, you're familiar with it. After these 10 years of intense practice, I was like, okay, what am I going to do with my life? And I remember that at that point, I was having no resources at all. So maybe some of you are standing right now at a turning point and you ask yourself, how am I going to follow my calling? Maybe you have a calling. Maybe you feel you want to help people. You want to be a creative. You want to write a book. You want to do something a little bit outside the box, but you have no idea how you're going to do it. Maybe you don't have a lot of resource. Maybe you don't have a plan. And I just tell you my story to encourage you, because I was standing at the exact same point 15 years, more than 15 years ago, when I actually started my business. So I came back from the US, and I remember I had no flat. No, my friends, they all lived on a different continent because they didn't live here in Europe and in Vienna. I had no money, and I didn't even have a plan. So, but I had a dream and I had a purpose. I had a calling. And I think the most important thing was that I really went all in, that I said, I'm going to do this no matter what. I don't care, whatever it takes. I'm here. And I was also trusting. So I really trusted that there is a plan, a higher plan that's not of my own making, and that there is a God, and that there is source or masters. And I said, okay, the only thing I can do is to try. Even if I don't have a plan, even if I don't succeed, I can try. And that's what I did. And now, let's say, fast forward 15 years later, what happened? I have been working for 15 years full-time as a coach, now internationally, also with people from all over the world. So I have the freedom to travel a lot. As you can see, I do like to travel a lot to the States, because I have many friends there and a big network. So the freedom is one of my highest values. I have 2 books, best-selling books. They're here also in English. And I'm also an international speaker. And most importantly, I'm still feeling that this is what I want to do with my life. This is my purpose. This brings meaning not only to my life, but to the life of so many people, over 10,000 people. And that's what I'm actually here to help you with today. Yeah. So if you want help with that, maybe just drop me a heart in the chat or a little yes. That's always nice to hear. If you're all in, if you feel you want to go all in also with your calling, maybe you have a different calling that I have. I'm pretty sure every person has a different calling because every person, thank you for the heart. I'm just going to stop a little bit for the presentation so I can see you who is here. So every person has a different calling. And in my first book, Soul Creation, which is here, I'm actually writing about soul purpose and how you can find your unique soul purpose and your unique soul essence. And I do believe that every human being has a unique function and is important for the higher collective plan. So maybe let's start with the premise that the calling that you're hearing, and even if you're not hearing it so loudly, even if it's a subtle voice, is important, and that you're here for a reason, and that you are made of divine light, that you're made of God. That's what I believe, that we are the highest form of creation. We have been given the human lifetime because we were chosen. That's what one of my teachers always says, my spiritual teacher, that the chance of getting a human lifetime is 1 to 8.4 million. So just the fact that you were given this human lifetime is already a miracle. So it's almost like winning in a lottery. Yeah. And let's just be grateful for that. Let's embrace this opportunity and let's not waste it. Yeah, that's super important. And so that's what we are going to do now together in the exercises. And yeah, let's continue with my, yeah, I think now you, no, just a second. Yeah, now you can see it again. Yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, this is Bob Proctor. I'm sure you know him. I had the privilege of meeting him personally in LA when he was still alive. He's one of my big mentors, and I just love him still. I mean, he's there. He's a master frequency in the field. And one of the things he always said was that we have deep, 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 deep reservoirs of potential in us. So we are really limitless beings, and often we're stuck in the mindset and in the paradigms of fear, of scarcity, of comparison, and we can really shift from this mindset of scarcity to the mindset of infinite potentials, because that's what we truly are. Yeah. And as I said, you have a purpose. Yeah. Um, so maybe let's just close your eyes for a moment and let's make a meditation together and really tune in with our essence, with our purpose, with our soul. And also let's invite the energy of spring. That's the theme of today's Soul Creation Day. And let's see what is the essence of your new beginning in this spring, because spring is always a new beginning for nature. it's a new beginning for human beings, because we're feeling that the warmth is coming back to us, and also it's a new beginning for our purpose and our business. And I invite you to just close your eyes and maybe just take a few deep breaths. Yeah, and just become aware of the field here, of the room, of the space, of whatever is present. And becoming aware and still in your mind is really important for manifestation, because when you're still, you can tune in with your soul, with your essence, and you stop being too identified with your mind. Feel your feet, your legs, and just drop down. And maybe you want to imagine that you're standing in a quiet forest in early spring, and the air is still cool. Everything is waking up. Maybe you can smell the earth, which is full of potential. And the birds, you can hear the birds. Let's walk together a little bit on the earth and really tune in with nature, with the new beginning of spring, the newness. And see that in front of you stands a slender tree, a birch tree with a white bark. The birch is the tree of light. And she's so graceful and grounded and glowing at the same time. And maybe you do feel drawn to her and you just want to be near her and place your hands on her trunk and on the bark and just tune in with the tree, with the birch. And also tune in with your own sensitivity, because the birch is also standing for sensitivity and being open, channeling higher frequencies. Maybe the trees is whispering your sensitivity is your strength, and you don't need to push to grow. You only need to allow. And the creation begins in stillness, in softness, and in trust. Breathe in and breathe in now the light, and breathe out any old stagnant energy from the winter, the darkness. Take a breath and imagine your roots now growing from your heart deep down into the earth. And maybe you feel that your crown is now gently opening and light is pouring into your head and connecting you to source, to soul. Just feel the gentle opening of your crown and you being more open and receptive to the higher frequencies. and really download them into your whole being. And see if you can receive a soul seed for this new season, for this spring. Maybe you feel there's something new that's happening, that's arising. Maybe you also feel you need to let go of some things. One more time, breathe in, and when you breathe out, let go of all the things you now want to let go to make space for the new. And place your hand on your heart. Anchor this new energy in your heart. And say to yourself, I'm supported, I'm loved, I'm ready, I'm grounded, I'm the light of the world. I'm here to fulfill my function. I'm here to serve. I'm here to follow my calling. I'm supported, I'm loved. I embrace my sensitivity, I embrace my softness. Yay, wonderful. Yeah, let's anchor all of that in your heart and let's come back together. And I would like to hear, if you want, you can write into the chat, what did you see? What did you receive? Maybe there was something new. Maybe there was an idea, or maybe you felt the softness of the birch, of the tree. Actually, we did have yesterday, I had a really nice coaching session with some of my students that are working with my method. Susanna is here. And we did work with the tree, the birch, yesterday already. She showed up as a resource. Maybe Susanna is going to tell you a little bit later on about it because it was so powerful. And yeah, so all of these things are also resources in nature. Trees are resources. Jeanette is here. She's a wonderful woman from the West Coast, and she's hosting retreats in the forest. I'm not going to tell you too much about it, but she's also in my Awakening Leaders program right now, which I'm going to also tell you more about it today. And she knows a lot about trees. And also, of course, the masters are resources. Master energies um, are high vibrational fields of consciousness, of light, of love, of empathy, and they really are there to help us. And what I'm helping people with in Awakening Leaders is to really open your channel, to become more fine with your intuition, to enhance your intuitive skills. Many people have a gift. I have a gift for sure. For many years, I wasn't really aware that it's a gift because for myself, it's been so normal to see things that are usually unseen, that are more in the energetic world. But many people also have a gift. And what I've seen in my own life and in the lives of the people that I have mentored is that we can really train and fine-tune this gift to become super crystal clear with our intuition, with our perception, with our awareness. And the benefit of that is that we're not only going to be able to help others so much more, but also we can help ourselves with our decisions because we just know what to do. So when you're in sync with your intuition, you're just right on. You just know this is what I'm here to do. And also you can use the master energies to amplify your manifestations. And that's not a second step of our process. We're gonna use the master energies to amplify our the intentions that you maybe wrote down in the first step, because master energies really help us to align the energy. So maybe let's start with what is the field, or what is source consciousness? Because we're going to connect with source consciousness. So the field or source consciousness, you can also call it God or the quantum field or the universe, is a field of limitless potential of information and energy. And when you are aligned with it, when you're energetically aligned with it, when you're in sync, you're full of resources, you're full of power, you're full of certainty, you know exactly what your next steps are, and you're fully charged. Yeah, you know how you can recharge yourself with meditation, with breath, for example, or just with your attention, with your thoughts. And this really is what's going to help you master your own destiny. Because if you're not able to fine tune your own energy or align your energy, you're probably going to feel that you're entering a room or entering a situation and you're more the victim of what's happening. So things are going to happen in the outside and you will feel that your energy drops, that you maybe also are in high empath. And when you talk to a person that's in a bad mood or that has a negative attitude for whatever reason, your own energy is going to drop and your own attitude is going to change. And what I'm helping people with in Awakening Leaders in my mentoring program is to really learn to become the master of your own energy and to become the master of your manifestations and to become the master of what's happening around you. And that's what we're going to do now in the second part. So maybe again, you can close your eyes because we're going to now connect with. Yeah, you can hear me still. Okay, I think I was gone for a moment. We're going to connect with master energies. And for those of you that have never heard of a master, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the spiritual world. So there are actually 12 master rays or 12 great rays that are also archetypal energies. And each of them has a specific quality or personality to it, also a color. Yeah. And you can learn to connect to each of these rays and also play with them and use them in your own life, in your business, for your relationships, for your body, for your health. And that's what's happening when your channel is opening. And so maybe for now, just close your eyes again and drop into the same open space you had before. And connect again with the intention or the specific vision that you received. And just let's invite together master energies, master rays. You can also invite your own spiritual team, your spirit guides. Maybe you have a spirit animal, maybe you have specific beings of light that you want to call in. And again, let's take a few deep breaths and let's invite them in together. And they really, when you call them in, they really come in so fast because they like to help us. They like to help us bridge the gap between the unseen and the physical world. And by tuning into these energies, we tap into ancient wisdom and support. It's really like a winning card we can pull out and amplify our intentions. And now we are gonna enter together an elevator of vibration that will help us to connect with the field. And let's visualize together an elevator of light. Maybe you want to visualize a portal of light, and this elevator has 6 levels to it, and each of the levels is going to raise the frequency. So let's enter together through the portal of light, and always you can keep your intention and your vision in your heart and see, maybe is it going to shift? Is it going to become stronger or more clear, or maybe even tweak it a little bit, change it a little bit? So let's rise together to the first level and feel calmness, stillness, and a deep feeling of relaxation and peace entering your body and your mind and your soul. And let go of any stress and nervousness you're feeling. Breathe it out. Now we go to the second level, and there you're gonna feel joy. Feel your heart filling with joy, warm, uplifting sensations. Let go of maybe there's sadness, anger, fear, anything that does not belong in your heart's purest joy space. Breathe it out. And also, when you invite joy, you can send it out to all the people that are here in the room and anyone you want to include into this space of healing and transformation. And then let's go to the third level, which is clarity. And this is going to help you open your third eye to be more clear with your visions and your clairvoyance. Feel your mind becoming clear, focused, and receptive to higher guidance. It also brings more stillness into your thoughts. And then let's go to the fourth level, which is abundance. So now let's invite together abundance, prosperity, and let your whole being vibrate with a sense of endless possibilities. And let's breathe out any feeling of scarcity, any paradigm of scarcity. Let's invite abundance and support. And then let's go to the fifth level, which is love, universal love, compassion. And you can also visualize pink or a rose quality, which has a lot to do with the heart. So maybe tune in with your heart and open your heart to love. Feel how you can embrace love, give it and receive it. And then we're going to the sixth level, and there you can also, if you want, imagine a roof terrace, for example, and on this top level, we're going to now meet the masters. And maybe you see a specific form or a specific master that you're connected to. It could be Buddha, it could be Jesus, it could be Mary Magdalene, it could be any other master you know. Just tune in with their beautiful energy and really take it all in, breathe it all in. And now share with them silently what your heart truly wants and desires, your intention, your vision, your goals. And feel how you now can merge with their energy and how you can use this high frequency to amplify your own vision and intention. And really start to be grateful for all the beautiful things and miracles that are going to happen. This is the secret of manifesting, to be grateful in advance, to trust the process, trust that there is a perfect divine timing. And now you can fully let go, and you don't have to hold on to anything. That's important. Breathe in, and when you breathe out, let go. And really anchor this connection with the masters and what you felt, and thank them for their help. Yay, and then you can slowly come back. And yeah, write me into the chat how you feel, or if you want, you can also share it here in the space. If someone wants to speak, that's also fine. I'm not actually seeing all of you, but I think Jessica can see everyone. So if anyone wants to share something, you can also do that. Okay, great. Or you can simply write it into the chat. I hope you felt the energies. For myself, it's always so enriching to lead these meditations, to connect people with these master energies, because it is really, I think, also in the daily life, not only in our business, it's really like a winning card. It's a secret, almost like a secret weapon, if you can raise your energy and if you can download these powerful masters. And yay! So I just want to give you a quick preview to what you can expect in Awakening Leaders. I've mentioned it before. I'm actually going to tell you more at the end of the call. So if you feel you resonate with this information and with the energies, stay to the end of this call, because there I'm going to give you all the detailed information. But just to give you a quick preview, so what you have experienced here so far in this call, the meditations, and also what we will do later on with the archetypes, this is something what we will explore in depth in Awakening Leaders. So it's a catalyst for awakening, for transformation, for leadership. It's a mentoring program that is happening weekly for 6 months. And I am opening the doors today. So you have the chance to also book a free call with me if you want to have a conversation and to find out if this is something for you. So maybe, Jessica, you can put the link for the calls into the chat. I have calls for 3 days from Monday to Wednesday. They're free, and I'm giving you a download. So I'm really tuning in with your energy. I'm giving you information about your next steps, and also if Awakening Leaders is a good choice. So what you can expect is spirituality, leadership, coaching, empowerment. As I said, it's 6 months weekly live coaching. We have divine archetype wisdom. Archetypes, this is what we're going to do in the second part of the call, is also a secret of manifestation. There are many, many archetypes, like the queen, like the warrior, like the inner, for example, inner woman, inner man, or the magician. There are so many archetypes, and they are all energies in the collective field that help us also to really move into action. That's super important. And then actually one of the most important benefits of Awakening Leaders is that your intuitive skills are being enhanced. Your channel, your intuitive channel is opened. So if you feel you want support in that, you want to fine-tune your intuition, your clairsenses, your clairvoyance, your clairsentience, your empathy, your knowing, yeah, your instincts, then this is for you. And of course, we have a powerful community and mastermind. So it's a group coaching program, and we meet every Tuesday on Zoom for 2 hours, where you can come with all your questions and your challenges. So you can book the free call now. Jessica put the link into the chat. And as I said, this is free, and I'm always happy to also talk to the people and to meet them, because when I do a webinar like that, I'm only seeing your faces, but I don't really get to know you. So for me, it's also a chance to get to know you and to really help you move forward. Okay? Yeah, but as I said, I'm going to tell you more in detail what you can expect in Awakening Leaders. But let's move on with the next part of this coaching experience. And I think this is probably going to be very important for all of you, because we're going to look at abundance and money. So, abundance mindset, true abundance. What is true abundance for you? I think that abundance is more than only financial prosperity. Abundance has 5 or even more levels to it. So one of them, of course, is finance and financial wealth, which is super important to be able to invest into a program, to invest into your business, to move, to travel the world, to do the things you want to do. But on the other hand, many people that are wealthy, for example, they don't have time, or they have poor relationships, or they feel disconnected from their own essence, from their intuition. So they don't have the spiritual abundance. And I think a truly abundant person is someone that has financial wealth, but also beautiful relationships, wealth in time, time abundance. So you have time to really be with the people that you want to be, to enjoy your time. And you have a spiritual abundance, which means you are connected to source. You have revelations, you have time for meditations, you have time to listen within, to fine-tune your channel, to connect with divine purpose, and to connect with the masters or other beings of light. Yeah. So true abundance is holistic. But let's also look at the level of finance, of money. And here I want to guide you through a quick exercise. And let's just look at our relationship with money. Yeah. And maybe just, again, you can close your eyes and just also look at this picture of money, and just see, what does it bring up for you? Is it something you're drawn to, or is it like feeling weird to you to look at it, or is it something else? So let's just work with the body and the sensations of the body. and ask yourself, what is my relationship with money? And if you want, you can now also imagine or visualize money as a person, as a form, or something that's like a symbol. And just see, how does it appear? And how do you feel when you see that person standing in front of you? Are you in connection with it? Are you turned towards it? Are you maybe not wanting to look at it? Just see what it is. And everything in the universe is a reflection of our own thoughts, of our own emotions. So when you start to truly include money into your heart and to just bless it, to welcome it, you're going to attract more of it. So let's maybe destroy and uncreate all of your deep-seated paradigms in the subconscious that tell you that you are not worthy of money, that you're not able to make and create money and wealth with your sole purpose. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all hundreds, shorts, boys, poets, creations, and beyonds. That's a clearing statement that you maybe know already. Deep inhale and exhale, and let's let go of any scarcity, feeling, thought, paradigm. And what if you could become a magnet for money from now on? Just invite it in, include it in. Yay. And now maybe you want to look again at this person that appeared before when you tried to visualize money as a person, and see if you want to change the relationship. Maybe you want to turn a little bit more towards it. Maybe also you want to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't invite you before. And now, from now on, I'm willing to include you in. You have a place, you have a seat at my table. I include you in. And now feel how the dynamic and the relationship changes. And now also what's super important is that you see yourself. How are you going to lead your life with prosperity? What are the things that you really want to do and that you are going to do when you are financially wealthy? So when you want to manifest money, it's important to have a clear vision. How are you going to use the money? And now just try to create that vision from within, letting go of any doubts. Yeah, let's just be free for a moment, and let's invite together blessings, miracles, synchronicities, master energies, wealth. Yay. Breathe it in, breathe out any old stagnant scarcity energy that you no longer need. And see yourself as the person that is leading life with power, purpose, and wealth, and abundance, of course. Yay! And feel now how you can synchronize in this powerful moment with Source even more. How you can be more open and really also invite spiritual alignment, happiness, health, abundance, healthy relationships, time abundance, and any other thing you want to invite into your life. So really see yourself as the person that you want to be, and becoming that person is one of the key steps in manifestation. So now really see yourself, start to create a powerful self-image. Who do you need to become in order to manifest this vision? Who is the person that's already inside of you living? And maybe also look at the area that you need to let go of. Maybe there is a specific routine or something you're holding on to. Maybe you want to let go of some things in your wardrobe. Yeah, that's funny to look at. What are the things you're holding on to that don't represent the new version of yourself? Okay? Yay. And now we're going to move into the last part of this coaching experience, which is the move into action. So I like to be very concrete in my coachings with action steps, because without an action step, without a concrete plan, that is not only a plan, but that's something you actually do, like consistently, nothing is going to happen. So many people, maybe that's something that's a mistake in manifestation. Many people try to manifest, so they read books, they meditate, they have a vision board, they write it down, they think about it, they tune into it, but they don't change the behavior. So if you're not changing your routines, your daily routines, your actions, nothing is going to happen. So the actions have to be aligned with your intention, with your purpose, with your plan. And that's often difficult. And that's why being in a container with like-minded people, with a mentor that has walked the path, that can encourage you, that can remind you of your plan is so helpful. Yeah, than just doing it on your own. Because in a group container with a mentor, you're going to be reminded, and you are not walking alone, you're walking hand in hand with others. Yeah. So moving into action. And also don't wait. Yeah, that's maybe more, many women have that issue. I see it a lot with the women I'm coaching, men maybe not so much, that we're so perfectionist. Yeah, and we're just overthinking it. We're trying to have it all figured out before we move into action, and then nothing is going to happen. So move before you're ready. Allow yourself to fail. I think there's even a book that's called Fail Forward. Yeah. Allow yourself to make mistakes. It's like with any other thing you're learning, with any other thing you're creating. Remember when you first started to ride a bicycle? So you had to fail many, many times before you knew how to do it. And now it's a routine. Same thing with business routines. Yeah. You have to try over and over again. So that's what I'm telling my students that are in my various courses, because many of them are also in a coaching program that I'm giving, that are learning the method I'm using. You have to practice. The more you practice, the better you get. Yeah. So let's make a firm decision today using the power of archetypes. So here are a few of them. I already picked two, which is the warrior and the queen or the king. You see, these are just a few of them. So maybe you also feel drawn to another one, like the artist, the pioneer. I like the pioneer a lot. Just, creating new things, being an innovative. But today we want to use the warrior and the queen or the king. Archetypes are symbols. They're like codes in the collective field of consciousness. They are also like the masters there to help us, and they are really a part of ourselves. There are certain aspects and also personality parts, yeah, that are innate in us. Some of them we know better, and some of them are maybe asleep, yeah. And it's a very playful approach. So maybe now you can take your post-its and let's start together with the Warrior of Light. And just write it on a post-it, warrior or warrior of light. And put it on your chest, the post-it. Okay, wonderful. So now with putting it on your chest, this is a symbol of tuning into the energy of the warrior. And just notice the subtle difference, the subtle nuance, subtle change, what's happening, what's new. And maybe you have to sit a little differently. Maybe you have to breathe more deeply. Maybe you want to also use a pencil, like a pen, as a symbol for the sword of light, or any other stick you can find. And the warrior has a very masculine energy. It is connected to the energy chakra of the solar plexus, the center, which is also power, determination, discipline, clarity, having boundaries is super important. And the master that is connected with the warrior is Master El Moria or Archangel Michael. So they also help us to protect our energy field. And now just tune in with these archetypes and with the warrior of light and feel, where do you want to activate, for which situation, or maybe a dynamic in your relationship. Where do you need more of the warrior energy? And let go of any fear maybe that's related to becoming more of a warrior. And let's invite the sword of light to now cut the negative cords, cut the cords between you and those people that are a little toxic maybe, or situations that are toxic. And feel the liberation, feel how you can truly let go. And now ask the warrior, what is an action step or maybe a new routine in your life that will empower this aspect of yourself, the warrior? Yay. And now start to visualize this energy in your whole body, from the top of your crown to the bottom of your feet. Really let it flow through your whole body. Yay. Breathe in one more time and breathe out. And let's put away the post-it and let's just clear ourselves before we switch into the next archetype. Also, you can drink a sip of water. That helps to clear when we switch. And the next one, the last one, that's also the last part of our coaching here, is the Queen or the King or the Leo, who stands for the King. And now you can write Queen on your post-it and put it again on your chest. And tune in with the inner Queen or the inner King or the Leo, Lion, Lioness, and we have a powerful symbol, which is the crown. So really see yourself having the crown on your head. And then we have the scepter of power. So put the scepter of power, put your stake into the ground, claim your authority, your sovereignty, your power, and also draw a circle around you. That's what the Queen does. That's the power of the Queen. So how do you feel now? What's changed? And again, you can notice the subtle difference, subtle change. And again, let's draw a circle back to the beginning of the call when you had your first input in the meditation of the tree and the intention you formulated. So let's bring that all together and look at your vision, your goal, your intention with the eye of the Queen, with the attitude of the Queen, and just see, what would the Queen do? Ask yourself, what would I do as the Queen? How would I decide? What would I decide? How would I talk? Maybe what would I wear? How would I walk through my life? And also, what's a concrete thing you would do? Yeah, maybe you want to call a person. Maybe you want to apply for something, for a speaking engagement, or creating an offer. Something concrete. Try to be really concrete. And just sit in the energy of the Queen. And again, let her light and her codes now flow through the whole body and really immerse in her power, in her sovereignty. And I think we can actually stay in the Queen. We don't have to, we're going to just stay in the Queen this, till the end of the call or even later on, because I think being in the Queen is so great. So I hope you also feel this new beginning and the power. And I certainly feel it. So maybe if you want, you can also write me into the chat how you're feeling. How did you feel the Queen or the King? And this is a taste of what we are doing in Awakening Leaders or in other programs. So it's really just a small taste. And there is so much more to that. So I'm so excited to also tell you about what I can offer you or what I have created. So this is, so if you feel you resonate with these energies and this information, then yeah, maybe Awakening Leaders is for you. So here's the information. As I said, I'm going to give you all the information now about continuing this path. It's a powerful 6 months container. You can start right away. We're opening the doors right now. It's a group coaching program. So we see each other weekly, and I'm there to help you. I'm there to help people to fine-tune their intuition, to also, first of all, really remember what is your purpose, what is it exactly that you want to do with your life, with your business also. Many people are in my programs developing their businesses, really reaching next level success with them. And also what's happening is that you are being initiated in these 12 great rays of Ascended Masters. So this is a whole hierarchy of master energies. So you really get to know them and also learn how to use them. And your own intuitive abilities are enhanced. So as I said, divine ancient archetype wisdom and intuitive guidance soul reading. So you can come with any topic, issue, be it a relationship issue, business goal. And I'm really there to help you with my own intuitive channel. And we have energy activations, meditations, light codes in every call. And it's a powerful community. So you're in the right place. You're welcome. As I said, there are free calls. So maybe, Jessica, you can put the link into the chat for the calls. I have next week 3 days where I'm going to offer these free calls where we can find out together if this is a good fit. Because also I want to make sure that you are a good fit for the group. And this is something that you really can benefit a lot from. You are, of course, in the right place if you feel you have a purpose, you have a calling, you feel you have a big dream and vision, and if you feel you want to manifest in full alignment with Source, if you want to enhance your spirituality, your intuitive gifts, your channeling gifts, and if you feel you want to make an impact in the world and you want to use the connection with the spiritual world to make this impact. So client results, what can you expect? Like tangible results. So as I said, I've coached over 10,000 people. There are so many success stories. Some of them have manifested their dream life partners, dream clients, of course, wealth, abundance, published best-selling books. Susanna is an author also. She's going to share a little bit. She wrote a book also with in my coaching program. During the coaching program, people have launched successful online businesses, created wealth with their purpose. Also, of course, super important, experience spiritual awakenings. So as I said, abundance is not only being financially abundant, but also spiritually abundant, being able to synchronize yourself with source energy, to be in tune and in communication with masters. So I think this is one of the main things that I'm always hearing that people learn. They can really listen and tune in with these masters and use them for their life and their business. And of course, you will overcome limiting beliefs, fears, and doubts. Yeah, with practical guidance. And these are the modules that are waiting for you in the member site. So there is a whole school member site with videos, meditations, and material. These are just some of the modules. I have actually, for every master, there is a video and a meditation. So you really get to know them in depth. And that's what I heard. That's always super powerful for the people to really get to know them. And of course, you become a clear channel. So if some of you are already working as coaches, as healers, as consultants, and you want to enhance your own intuitive skills and just become better in your art and be able to read others better, that's for you. And also if you want to enhance your own intuition. For being able to make clearer decisions or using the power and the energy of the masters for your own manifestations. So I'm inviting you in. I have a special bonus for people that join. So the investment of the mentoring is 3,000, or you can pay 300 a month. So there is a really fair payment plan. You find the information also in the link. Maybe Jessica, you can put it again into the link with the information, so you can you can look at it in detail. There is a payment plan, and also I have a 2-week money back guarantee. So there is actually no risk. You can try it out. I want to talk to the people before, because I'm here to help you to make the decision. So use the calls also. And then in the calls, I'm gonna help you make the decision, or maybe we find another option. There are also other options. This is not the only option. I'm offering private sessions, business coaching, also for personal issues. So if you feel you want to work one-on-one with me, also you can book the free call and we can find a solution, or I can offer you something. Okay. And I have a bonus offer. So if you pay in full, there is a discount, which is a really good discount, 17%. So if you pay in full till April 9, it is 2,500. Yeah. That's the bonus offer. And yeah, so I'm inviting you into the soul call. I hope you enjoyed the experience with me, and I hope to see many of you one-on-one in the soul call next week from Monday to Wednesday. And now I want to open the space and let one of my beautiful clients speak a little bit, who is Susanna. And maybe someone else who is here. I don't know who is here actually. I don't see all of the videos, but I think there are more than Susanna. Maybe there's another one here that also wants to share about the experience of working with me. And Susanna was yesterday in our call where we had a beautiful constellation work. And we actually, yeah, it was so, I don't know, maybe you just want to share. I talked so much already. Maybe you want to share a little bit about what happened yesterday and how you, yeah, we know each
Yeah,
other for a while, and yeah.
exactly. So I just say a few words. So hi to everyone, and I know Lisa. I think more than 4 years. I would say something about around 4 to 5 years already. And I have made different kind of programs with you. It was starting with thinking into results. It was a program where you used information which you had together with Bob Proctor at this time. And then I also made the focus training. It's about the constellation training. And yesterday we had a big or very nice and powerful constellation work together. And I really like it because it's so powerful. It's magical. It's like dancing with the source. Because yeah, it's so transformational, and you can use it for yourself. That's what I do, and also I use it when I work with my clients. And as Lisa mentioned, yeah, we work there with different kind of sources. So the master energy, the light codes, and it's really you work with the subconscious ness, and you can't really explain it. It's that you can feel it, and yeah, when you're very sensitive, you can feel it. And in my way, I can say, when I started the focus training, so the constellation training, for me, everything changed because it was like a channel. I opened the channel to my sensitivity, and to getting to know that it's a really great gift. And Lisa mentioned I also write books, and it's like a download. I really downloading the words and downloading the pictures when I work with my clients, and it's such a great method. That's what I
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. Yeah, yeah, I remember when you started the focus.
Yes.
It's like, I don't know when it was a few years ago, but it's so much, yeah, it's just such a big and deep transformation. So thanks for sharing, and yay, that's wonderful. And yeah, just having this open channel, and also for creativity, writing books. Like I wrote these two books, and I'm maybe going to write another one in the future when I have a little bit more time. So having an open channel is also so helpful for creativity, or for painting, or creating a project, like a business project, just downloading exact offers, texts, yeah, for marketing. So we can use this channeling skills not only for connection to the spiritual world, but also in a very practical way, and also the archetypes. So really also take the information that I gave you today into your life and use it, play with the archetypes. And if there is someone here that has a question, also there is now space to ask a question, or maybe you want to share a little bit about what you felt during this coaching experience. So I'm gonna wait if there's, yeah, someone that wants to share or has a question. Otherwise, I'm super grateful we had this time together. Yeah, I think it was lovely, a really nice group. And thank you for everyone that's here. And yeah, thank you, Jessica, also for your support as always. And yeah, I invite you into booking a free call with me. So use the opportunity. Also, if at the end we are like, you find out this is not for you, or maybe it's not the right timing, I'm really giving a lot of value and advice, and just helping. Thank you, Claire. I just like to serve and help people. So if you feel there is something you want to look at, or you just want to have a clear feedback also from me, you can also book the call and just yeah, ask me anything. I like to call these free sessions Ask Me Anything, because you really can ask me anything. And I'm just there to serve and yeah, and help. Okay, so yeah, there are no questions. So thank you so much for everyone that was here, and also blessings to all the people that are watching the replay, because there were many people that are gonna watch the replay that registered. So I'm also sending a lot of love to the people that couldn't make it live, and wishing you a beautiful weekend ahead. And thank you for joining. And yeah, hope to see you soon. Bye, bye, Naomi. Thank you. Bye, 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 Camilla. Thank you,
Hi,
Jessica.
Lucy. Thank you. Wonderful.
Bye. Thank you, Camilla.
I'm so
Thanks.
happy I'm with the focus group also. I'm so excited.
Yay, yeah.
Learn and the transformation. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
yeah, absolutely,
It's a
absolutely.
blessing being involved with you.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. Thanks. Thank you. Bye. Bye bye. See you soon.